What is popping, fellow two-setters? I have returned to further explain inside jokes, much like some other YouTube channels I haven't heard of before. Anyways, I've seen a lot of people become really confused because TwoSet and their fans throw around the word interesting way too often. In fact, interesting has become something I say very often in real life because of TwoSet. So where did the interesting and be natural B-flat memes come from? Let's get into it. Many of TwoSet's inside jokes would surface at once after one particularly iconic video, and this video of them reacting to music prodigy Alma Deutscher on 60 Minutes is one of them. TwoSet is no stranger to reacting to prodigies, and they don't mean any disrespect to anyone they react to.
It's a joke!
But in this particular episode, they found Alma an easier target to make fun of. The most prominent aspect of her TwoSet makes fun of is her reaction to the 4 random notes the host drew out for her to make an impromptu composition with.
Interesting.
From that point on, the word interesting, preferably spoken in that exact inflection,
Interesting.
was used by TwoSet and their fans as a reaction to things they found. Well,
Interesting.
it doesn't even have to be something interesting because the word has been memed past common sense, like all of TwoSet's jokes. Yes, that's literally all the context behind interesting. The same joke that has been cycling the fandom for months on end, making its rounds in YouTube comments and r/Ling 40 hours. It's such a simple word, yet its saturation made it really confusing. Too many new fans I've witnessed struggle through their inside jokes. Before we dwell on it for too long, let's move on to another inside joke from Alma Deutscher that has sort of phased out but was still very important. If you were on r/Ling 40 hours when the video came out, you definitely saw your fair share of memes referencing B-naturals versus B-flats. Now, what is that all about? Let's take a closer look at the first note the 60 Minutes host drew out of the sparkly hat.
See.
By the way, Alma singing every note she chose was also something TwoSet teased her for. It's just such an odd and almost stereotypical music prodigy move. It's funny.
Ooh.
So. See. So.
Anyways, remember that Alma chose a B-natural and even played one initially. However, when she starts composing the piece,
Wait a second. The first note. I want them to
B-flat?
show me. I have a feeling it was a B natural. It
was a B natural!
Change
Oh!
it to B flat. Still
It's a
fake
B
news.
natural.
It's a B natural.
Why would she play B flat?
She was so prodigy that she changed the note.
everyone who watched the 60 Minutes episode, including TwoSet themselves, obviously had suspicions as to why this purported musical prodigy didn't use the correct note for her challenge. You know what? I'll let TwoSet do the explaining themselves.
Not to discredit her geniusness, like
She is a
as
genius.
a 12-year-old, that is very impressive what she does. But it does make it a lot easier.
From that point on, Brad and Eddie began to harp on the B-flat B-natural discrepancy and make all kinds of jokes about it.
Alma, do you love me?
Are you composing? So you never ever play a B natural. Ooh.
Oh! Oh!
And if you've been watching this series, you should know that when TwoSet make a joke about anything, their fans will immediately follow suit. If you go back to the original 60 Minutes clip on YouTube, you can see dozens upon dozens of comments about the inside jokes TwoSet made about Alma. Even though the craze died down a while ago, the comments are still there for everyone to see for years afterwards, and I just hope Alma wasn't harassed by too many TwoSetters about her actions on national television. Though it seemed like TwoSet was making fun of the way she talked and accused her of taking the easy way out by changing musical notes, they weren't mean about it, and neither were their fans.
Oh, no, let's just stop. No, let's do
Alright, it was a joke. Oh,
It's a joke, guys.
So the game is to refrain from making sarcastic, almost offensive comments. No, this is not a hate video, guys. Just keep going.
I'm just jealous, that's all. I'm just jealous.
I wish I could say that every time TwoSet made a joke. Tune in next time for the final video in this series, where I talk about all the jokes TwoSet derived from the sacrilegious boys, Ben Lee and Vov Dylan. What is the hashtag 15 notes a second challenge? Why are these guys called sacrilegious? Out of all possible adjectives, how did TwoSet abolish a Guinness World Record? Find the answers to those questions and more if you
smash the subscribe button. Yeah, we'll see you guys next time.